Kislovodsk is a town in the Stavropolsky Krai, one of the key balneology resorts in the Caucasus Mineralnye Vody or mineral waters region. It's located in the northern foothills of the Bolshoi Caucasus mountain range, at an altitude of about 1,000 meters. It's the region's most southerly resort. For the entire 200 years that Kislovodsk has existed, it has been under state protection. Back in the 18th century, the town's real treasure was found, a very special mineral water called Narzan. It took a long time, however, for the town to really establish itself. The city is believed to have been founded in 1803, when, by a special decree of Emperor Alexander I, the town was declared a medicinal territory of national importance. It was the springs here that gave the town its name. Back then, mineral water was called Kislaya Voda, or sour water, hence Kislovodsk. In the Caucasus, it was called Narzan, Nati being heroes of old, and San being water. So we're drinking hero water. People have been coming here for that water for hundreds of years. In the 19th century, the Russian aristocracy would travel here to take the waters for 6 months at a time. They would take their treatments according to a strict regime. A month in Zheleznovodsk, Pyatigorsk and Yessentuki, and a whole 3 months in Kislovodsk. Here, they would not only further develop the good work done in the other 3 towns, they would also really get some rest. There were far more entertainments in Kislovodsk. The Moscow-Kislovodsk railway line also ended here. No roads led on from here, the mountains blocked the way. But thanks to those mountains which close off the town from every side, Kislovodsk has a unique climate. The sky is cloud-free 300 days a year here. The summer, which lasts for almost 5 months each year, is never oppressively hot, and there are no devastating frosts in the winter. As early as the 19th century, the air here was being prescribed as a medicinal treatment. Years of observation allowed meteorologists to reach the conclusion that the Kislovodsk climate improves and speeds up blood circulation, improves breathing, and strengthens the metabolism. The route to the resort was for a long time littered with stones in the most literal sense. The road, after all, led through mountain passes until a railway line arrived here at the end of the 19th century. The decision to construct it was a long time coming, as the resort was managed by a stock company, and it knew how to count the cost. The line had to be cut through the mountains, and the profitability of the line itself was in doubt. But they shouldn't have been worried. In 2 years, 60 kilometers of track were put down, and the number of visitors at the resort increased several times over. A 100 years ago, visitors would arrive at this station as they do today. According to reports of the day, the building would always impress newcomers. The open-work facade appears to be woven from lace. It was decided that this style be preserved in the new station building, built opposite the old one as a result of the resort's growing popularity. Next to the station stands the Philharmonic, or Chorzal, as in the 19th century, concert halls were named in the German style. Today, the Chorzal is home to Russia's only Philharmonic Museum of Theatre and Music. Inside, you can see rare photographs by renowned artists, their autographs and musical instruments. And that's where I'm heading now. The museum is small, just 4 rooms. One of them is dedicated to the Russian composer Sergei Rachmaninov. He visited Kislovodsk often, combining rest and relaxation with performances. The museum has a rare exhibit, a piano with a crystal lid that belonged to an arts patron and great connoisseur of music, Count Alexander Sheremetyev. Here you can also see other participants in the symphonic orchestra. It was in this room that Rachmaninoff's famous piano was heard. Visitors to Kislovodsk were very lucky. They could hear and see almost all of Russia's stars of the day here. On this stage performed Fyodor Shalyapin, Leonid Sobinov and Isadora Duncan. Artists also loved to visit Kislovodsk. Here they could mix business and pleasure. They could rest and earn some money. They could take the waters during the day and then perform on stage in the evening. In one season there were more concerts here than in Russia's capital. As well as the Korzal, another place in town is linked to the singer Fyodor Shalyapin. Opposite the Philharmonic stands the Shalyapin Dacha, although it was never owned by the singer. The mansion belonged to one of the local merchants. The Korzal was a stone's throw away, so touring stars loved to stay on this street. Shalyapin rented the Dacha just once, in September of 1917, but that was enough for the great bass singer to pass on his name. They say that Shalyapin loved to stand on this veranda and enjoy its view onto the Korzal. Lovers of his talent would walk under his windows, hoping to hear the singer's legendary voice. And Fyodor Shalyapin did indeed sometimes sing for them. From here, as well as the Korzal, Shalyapin could see the Narzan Gallery. It was this gallery that would attract vacationers to Kislovodsk. The town's real treasure is to be found there, its healing waters. In form, the gallery is like a key. The stem of the key is the gallery itself, to which the Narzan spring water is piped. The teeth of the key comprises the spring itself, a deep well over which a glass dome has been constructed. It lets you see how the water is literally pumped from the earth's depths. Remember that the locals here always call Narzan Kislovodsk water. Narzan, in fact, is just a brand name. There are 3 types of mineral water here: general, sulfurous and dolomite. All of them contain roughly the same chemical elements, albeit in different proportions. The main Narzan water, general, is a table water. It's got the lowest salt content, so unlike sulfurous or dolomite, you don't need a doctor's prescription to drink it. You can drink it hot or cold. Hot Narzan is drunk at 40 degrees Celsius. Just try drinking carbonated water like that, and try to remember that it's good for you. And you don't just drink it, you can also take baths in the stuff. To find out how, I went to the resort boulevard.
На курортный бульвар.
They say that Narzan baths have a soothing effect, raising immunity, strengthening the organism, and generally improving your mood. During the Soviet era, when Kislovodsk became open to all and everyone could bathe in its mineral waters, you just had to buy a package deal to one of the town's sanatoriums. For the workers, they built the October baths on Kurortny or Resort Boulevard. They weren't called the October baths because the workers' holiday season started in the autumn. It's just that their opening was timed to coincide with the anniversary of the October Revolution. At first sight, it might seem that when someone takes a bath, nothing happens to him. He simply lies in the water and feels good. In fact, millions of bubbles through the skin push on the blood vessels, improving circulation. What you get is some very gentle and natural exercise for your blood circulatory system. Especially for these procedures and to coincide with Kislovodsk's